Casey Hendrickson here with Michiana's Morning News. Got a letter the other day, not too happy with me. This guy is actually a union member, and this is a little bit of what he had to write. I get tired of you calling all unions greedy and evil. I don't recall using the word evil on the air. I personally resent your attacks on all unions, painting them with a wide brush and presenting them as evil. Again, don't think I used evil. So please do not speak from ignorance and spout the anti-union line until you have walked in the real common man's shoes. I'm interested to know, what is the real common man? Is it the union member that on average has more benefits and higher pay than the average American citizen? Or would the real common man be the typical average American family? Because that's what I would assume they would be. Regardless, I haven't actually called unions evil, but I figured I'd take this opportunity to tell you what I think about unions. One, union membership should be completely voluntary. I can't think of anything more un-American than requiring a worker to forcibly join any organization and have to take money out of their paycheck in order to finance that organization. And I also believe that if you are the owner of a company, that's your business. You should have a right to allow union workforces or not allow union workforces without the threat of violence, without the threat of litigation, and without the threat of strike. But another thing is, I believe that all public sector unions should flat out be banned. I don't understand why it is that government workers have power to negotiate salaries without taxpayer oversight. If you're going to allow public sector unions, maybe we should have a ballot initiative on what those unions are going to be paid and when they're going to get a raise, because not all public sector employees, folks, deserve a pay raise on an annual basis. Other than that, people have said, hey, you want a right-to-work state. I do. I come from a right-to-work state in Nevada, and I think it's an individual's right to go to work, to join a union whether they want to or not, and it's the right of a private owner to be able to unionize their workforce or not. In fact, when you think about it, unions, as they were originally established, are really obsolete because they were designed to prevent workforce abuses and labor abuses, but that's now been addressed with the U.S. legal system. So what we have now is, in most unions, again, not all unions and certainly not all union workers, what we have is organized thuggery and gang warfare. Because unions right now, think about this, do as we say, give us what we want, or else. That's a threat. Whether it's a litigious threat, whether it's a threat of violence, whether it's a threat of strike, really doesn't matter. You're still an organized group of people who wear the same color, have the same slogan, and tell people they're going to do what you want, or else you're going to pay the price. I don't think that's very American. I could be wrong in some people's minds, but that's just how I feel. I'm Casey Hendrickson, and I'm your host of Michiana's Morning News, live every weekday at 5, right here on 95.3 MNC.